Subway, Jimmy John's, Jersey Mike's. I'm sure all of you guys have heard of those places before, and with them having sandwiches that you can make with whatever you want on it. But do you know there's a better way to make sandwiches at a cheaper price? Today, we'll be talking about the history of the sandwich, how to make a sandwich, and why it's better to make one at home than go out and buy one. So firstly, we'll be talking about how to make a sandwich. The history of the sandwich. According to sawones.com, it says the sandwich first started with a guy named John Montague, who was a product of the sandwich. In 1762, in England, one day after a long day of work, he asked his chef to make him something that required him to eat something with his hands that did not allow him to get out of a seat. His chef then provided him with something that was 2 pieces of bread with meat filled in the middle. From that day forward, the sandwich then spread throughout Europe, and later on, it spread throughout the world with restaurants like Jersey Mike's, Blimpie, and Subway opening, with Jersey Mike's opening in 1956, Blimpie opening in 1964, and Subway opening in 1965. Next, I'm going to show you guys how to make a sandwich. So, sandwiches can have like a lot of different combinations, with some people only having vegetables in it, and some people only have meats in it, and some people do a little bit of both with like sauces as well. Today in my demonstration, I'm going to have turkey, bacon, cheese, spinach, and mayo. So the first step in making the sandwich, you need your 2 pieces of bread spread out. It doesn't matter which piece you use, as long as you have one for the base and then one for the top to close the sandwich. And then next step, you need the mayo, which the sauce usually goes first because it holds all the ingredients in place. And according to viennabeef.com, it says because the meat is usually most likely to slide around in the sandwich, the sauce is used to hold all the ingredients in place. So you add the mayo to the sandwich and just kind of spread it around. And then after that, you add your meats, which the meats I have with me is turkey and bacon. So you just place them on top of the sauce or the mayo. And then after you do that step, next up you add the cheese, which is just American cheese. And then most people usually get those sandwiches toasted with the cheese melted on top. But with this one, I'm just not going to do that and leave it how it is. And then the next step is adding your vegetable, which I have spinach, which is a popular choice people add to the sandwiches. And then the final step in making a sandwich is you get your second piece of bread and you place it on top of everything, and you just kind of smash it down. And then after that, you've just made a sandwich. And now, next up, I'm going to be explaining why it's better to make a sandwich at home instead of going out to a store and buy one. So according to usnews.com, it says it is less expensive to cook at home than to go out to a restaurant and buy food. And this is true because when you buy the ingredients to make a sandwich, it is cheaper than just going out and buying one, because the ingredients come in bulk, which means, like, for example, a loaf of bread has like 20 pieces of bread, which you can make 10 sandwiches from that instead of just buying one from a store. And then this is a good option for just anyone because it can help them save money. And this is a benefit to you and to everyone because not only is the sandwich cheaper, but it's also more fresh because you just made it, and it's, yeah. And then after you learned how to make a sandwich and the benefit of making one, you know all the benefits that it has to you. Today, we have talked about the history of the sandwich, how to make a sandwich, and why it is better to go out and buy one and how it's a benefit to you. So next time you're out and you want a sandwich, you should think about how you can save lots of money at home to make one at home than to go out and buy one. Thank you.